I don't know about you, but I've never liked when I meet someone, they ask me, what is your horoscope? Or what is that personality test? Because right away, I feel like I'm labeled in certain boxes. They will put into little boxes and try to interpret your personality in a certain way. I believe everyone in this universe is special in some way. And if you're not doing something special, it's because the whole society system now allow you to go that way, or you just haven't get a chance to discover it. And now than ever, I think it's the best time for us to discover that uniqueness in you by using AI. And let me show you how. Hello everyone, my name is Paris. If you're new here, I've been talking about art and technology for the last 5 years using this channel. But I'm a creative, sensitive person. Even when I start my business, I'm always taking care of the art part, the creative, the expression. And my husband is the tech person, so I don't really touch the tech part. He will deal with the programming, the coding. Since AI started, I start to use technology, and I start to see this gap between art and technology getting smaller and smaller. So people like me who think tech is very cold, it's just all about efficiencies and not emotional, can actually use tech to do a lot of tasks I cannot do it before. And people like my husband, tech person, can actually use AI, the technology, to learn more about his own creative DNA. That's why I think it's really important for us to use the tool wisely. Remember when AI just started? When we first see, I think it's DALL-E and ChatGPT, people are like so hyped about it to keep using it and then try different image and feel like, oh my God, that's crazy. And after a while, the fears start to creep in. And some people start to be like, okay, I'm against AI. I'm so scared of it, or I hate AI. Like people should never use, you should not touch AI. In my opinion, it's okay if you want to live, say you want to live in the countryside and without any internet, and you want to live a life that feels more connected to the earth, nothing to do with technology, which is okay. Some people may choose that way after a while when AI really started taking over the world. I understand that concern. But if you are living in a society, you want to connect with people online. For example, I live in Japan. I have to use the internet to connect with my friends, to connect with people, to build my career. I need internet. I need to be on social media. I need to be on LinkedIn. I need to have Zoom calls. So I cannot run away from it. And it comes to the point that I have to use AI. And trust me, it is really not that scary. It really depends on how you use it. And I don't think it's the AI gonna replace our job. It's the people who are good at using AI probably will replace your job. So instead of fear about it, you just gotta throw yourself out there and try to learn it. And I want to use this channel to make the learning AI is the way to learn yourself, which it's come back to the emotion. It's the technology with emotion. We're not going to go too far about efficiency, how to use AI to make the content, whatever other people do. No, before you start to make your own business, whatever things that you may be passionate about or you wanted to do for a long time, you just didn't get time for it, you have to first thing ask yourself, what are you good at? You have to use your strength. I believe if you're using your strength to create whatever you want, you will be the unique person that people go to. And that's what I try to do for the next couple months. In the coming new year, I want to help you to find the clarity and then the special ability that you have, and also the confidence to use AI, to use it wisely to create your creative business or whatever you want to make. And let's get started. If you watch my previous 2 videos, I've been talking about this word taste. Why it is so important in the AI-driven world is because, like I said, you can divide people into 12 horoscopes or 16 personalities, but everyone will have different taste because the way they grew up, the people they connect with, the things they watch online, the content they choose online, everything affects how we see the world and how we want to create from that perspective. In general, taste is this muscle of the awareness the shapes who you are and what you see and what you want to create. You don't, it's not bad or good, it's not high culture or low culture, it's just taste. You can love watching reality TV every day, and that's your taste, which is fine. Because from that point of view, if you truly love the reality TV show, you probably can find your unique point of view with a special taste and then create something in the future that related to what you love. And your taste is like connection between emotion and the meaning. Once you have that core thing that you love, that you know only you can do it or only you care about that specific topic, then you will be very clear about when you scroll online, you're not gonna feel too much noise. You will know what kind of content is good for you, what kind of content is wasting your time. Then you will know when to stop scrolling, and then you will know when you when you use AI. There's tons of way to use AI to figure that out and then to create what you want to create. It's gonna generate tons of informations, what you're going to choose. You need to have your own taste to be able to choose what is right for you, and that's super important. To get started with whole exercise, the first PDF made this taste training exercise 1. It's really to build awareness. So I want to show you my own mood board and the visual DNA sketch. That's how I call it. It's really, really good. Follow with me. So the first exercise I will try to let everyone to do is to scroll with awareness. So when you scroll online, you need to be aware of why did I stop here? What makes this interesting? And what feeling does this image or video trigger me? So save 6 to 8 images while you're scrolling. It can take 1 day or 2 days. It doesn't have to be very fast. I think it's more about this slowly realize what you're looking at and save those images in the mood board. I used a tool called Mila Note. It's a free tool. It's very good. And here's my mood board for the past week or so. It's pretty random. It doesn't have to be the same. And I also saved this video. It's such a beautiful video. This video is created by AI, but not all images are created by AI. It just, when it catch my eye, I just saved it. And then the step 2, once you have this mood board, you can name the feeling of it. So look at each photo and write down a word or a short phrase that describe this photo. You have to look at it with awareness as well. It's more like, for example, for me, I write it down. The first one, it feels cool and mysterious. And the second photo I really love, it feels like full of story, emotional, and history. So it's more the feeling, what this image is whispering to you. Write it down. Now, look for the repetitive words. Which 3 words or 4 words keep showing up, even in a different picture or video? Just find what is the repetitive word. For me, there's 4 words that's repetitive: creative, mysterious, fun, and full of stories. So those are my 4 words. The next step, I asked some of my friends to do it. I show you the purpose is to using AI to translate those feelings into image. Use the 4 words: the creative, mysterious, fun, and full of story. And then what I discovered is very interesting is when you just using the creative, mysterious, fun, those words, the general words to generating image, the image will come up something like this. It's cliche, it doesn't feel right, it's not what, totally not what I imagined, because the AI doesn't really understand the word we as humans do. When you say mysterious or creative, it doesn't really understand that. It just interprets it in a way into numbers. And then those numbers represent meaning. So it's just very general. That's why in the next few exercise in the future, I will also talk about how to create image that you want that in your mind. You need to understand how to create with words, how to prompt in the right way to show the feeling or the imagination in your mind into image through AI. But that's another courses that we need to dive into because it's like a lot to think of and lot of practice. But at this point, what I want to show you in this is when you use emotional words like we understand, it doesn't really generating the image that we imagine, which is okay. The most important thing is you have this mood board because next step is the most important thing. This is so interesting because before AI started, I constantly look at my mood board and I try to figure out what do I care, like what kind of color I like. And I used to ask designer to make, I can show you my branding guide for film artists, my company. And then whenever I do other PDF or other thing, I always pull out this branding guide to create more design or videos that based on this color palette. Now, because of AI, you have the mood board and the words. You can just screenshot that and then ask ChatGPT generating a visual DNA sketch for you based on the image and then the words. So you will get the color spine, the texture bias, shape rhythm, and emotional core very easily generated by ChatGPT. And it's so interesting because look at mine. Soft pink, deep black, gold accent. My color spine is contrast between vulnerability, the pink, and power, black, which is quite me, with gold adding confidence and sparkle. The texture bias is glossy, tactile, synthetic with hints of softness. And then my shape rhythm is structure meets playful chaos. It's so crazy. My emotional core is creative, mysterious, fun, and story-driven, which is not random mathematics. Each one feels like a scene with emotion and history behind it. It's both cinematic and intimate. The outcome, this is the important one. My taste lives where elegance meets imagination. I'm drawn to contrast, soft and strong, structured and surreal. I find beauty in things that feels alive, playful yet mysterious, emotional yet composed. My visual DNA is creative, colorful, and story-driven, where every image hides a secret or a smile. Just by screenshot the things that you care about, AI can help you make this almost like a visual test. Like what you care is what your emotional core is, what the story of your visual pattern, what it tells about you, what you care, what you visual care. That's impossible to make before. And then this kind of conversation with AI is constantly happen. I use that all the time because you can discover a lot of things, the hidden messages it's hard to figure out before. Or if you want to make a branding image before, you need to have a lot of conversation with yourself, with people, with designer, with client. But now you can use this with designer because it's easier to translate that into a compact visual DNA that you can use for branding. But keep in mind, this awareness practice, at the beginning, it needs to be trained. At the beginning, it's really just from the feeling that you care, but you need to have different way to look at the image. For branding, you probably will need another set of prompts or different kind of awareness to figure out the image. So we can dive in later. For now, I'm just trying to tell you there are so many tons of ways to use AI to do things like this. And then if you want to figure out who you truly are and what kind of strength you have, what kind of creative, because some people maybe think that I'm not creative enough, I don't know what to create. But using AI can actually figure out what you really care. Maybe you do have the creative. I think everyone is creative because kids are always creative. So you will find that core that you like, what you love through this exercise. So yeah, this week is all about noticing and be aware, and then save the photo image, make the mood board, and then let AI translate that for you. I truly believe the future belongs to the people who can feel, who knows who they are, and then build a universe if you want, if you use the AI in in a smart way. And I want to be here with you. I wanted to encourage you to find your unique voice, and everyone can build their own universe and their own community using their strengths. And come join this with me. Let me know what you think about this exercise. Do you find it easy to follow? Do you find it useful? What kind of reflection you get? I don't want to be authority here. I want to be your host, and I want to invite you in this. If you have any good idea, please comment on my video and let's do this together. And I want to meet more people, like open up to AI, to all kind of possibilities we can use in the future, and grow and thrive together in 2026. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. Please subscribe to my channel for new updates every week. I hope this can help. I hope that this is interesting and fun, make you feel less fear about AI. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.